Okay, we just got it one more time. 1, press 2, 3, 4, 5.
Should the child pay for the sins of the mother? Because when it boils down to it, I made that decision for her, to bring her here. Does she have to suffer for the rest of her life?
Hey, Mom. Nothing, I'm just walking to train my client at the second spot. Yeah, but Mom, it's free. I can't do this. Like, it's too cold here. This might be my last winter here. I call my mom every day when I am here, in between my commutes, or like if I'm super stressed out, having a bad day, I'm calling my mom. I was born in Jamaica. I moved here when I was 2.5, and I've been in Canarsie, Brooklyn my whole life. I know about Jamaican food. I kind of listen to the music, but for the most part, I would consider myself American. I say I'm from Brooklyn because this is where I'm from.
But according to the U.S. government, Afia is Jamaican.
Here we go, everybody!
She's one of an estimated 3.4 million people brought to the U.S. without papers as children, who remain without legal status. What are you afraid of specifically?
I'm afraid that I'll be sent to a country that I don't know. Like, there's nothing there for me. At any moment, it's just like done. And it's just like, I have to say bye to my family, bye to my friends, my boyfriend. I have to say bye to my clients, and I just don't have my life anymore. But now I'm also scared of like, not even having a future. Like, I wanna buy a house. I wanna do things, How am I supposed to do that?
Originally, I have 4 miscarriages. Afia is my 5th pregnancy. When she arrived, it was really something else. It bring a lot of joy to me, continue. I guess that's why, I'm so close to her, because I never thought that I would become a mom.
Tell me about the decision to leave Jamaica.
I'm not sure if there was a decision like a plan. In my head, when we came up, I thought that it wouldn't be long after we came up, maybe a few years, and then we would be able to travel back and forth. We were naive to the immigration law.
Dawnette and her husband were so sure they'd be able to return to Jamaica that they left behind Afia's little sister, 6-month-old Gabrielle. I can't imagine, Dawnette, how difficult it would be to leave a child behind and to make that decision.
It was hard. When we made that decision, we were going to come up and then go back down and just bring her to the embassy.
There were other surprises, too. Dawnette found out she had lupus, a painful autoimmune disease. She also became pregnant with their 3rd daughter, Madison.
Every decision that we made, we had to make it considering Afia, Gabrielle, and Madison at the end of the day, not just one person.
All right, let's smile and look like we had the time of our lives. 3, 2, woo! All right, hopefully I see you guys next week. So I post on social media. I try to do it every single day. I got brands reaching out to me. Right now I'm working with 3 brands, and I would love to monetize it more. A lot of the brands that reach out to me, a few of them have asked for W-2. I've had to turn them down.
When you were a kid, did you understand that your parents didn't have papers and that you didn't have papers?
This was the first one I think I can remember. I was in junior high school, and I got accepted into a program for kids in lower income neighborhoods, and if you score high enough, you can go to boarding school. And then she told me, like, you can't do this program, you don't have the papers for it. I see my friends who went through the program, and I compare myself to them today, and I'm like, I could have been doing something else. And I mean, I like my life, but it's like the what if.
When you were at that age, just learning this stuff, trying to figure this stuff out, how did that make you feel towards your parents?
I was so mad because I was like, this wasn't my fault. I had so much resentment for both of them. because I felt like I got the shittiest stick, and my sisters were in such better positions than I was. My youngest sister was born here, and every day I was just like, I can deal with problems that I create. I can hold myself accountable for the things that I do, but I was like, I didn't do anything, and I was the one that had to just suck it up. Like, it wasn't my fault, and yet my life, I can't do things. I couldn't understand why they would put me in a situation like this.
For a while, Afia was able to get a work permit through the DACA program. But DACA requires renewal every 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's lame. 2020 was when it expired. So I got screwed because then, not only because of COVID, but applications were delayed because Trump administration as well. So it was like a double whammy.
You said something interesting that I want to understand. There is a big part of you that wants to go home, but you don't want to go home like this, you know, on a deportation flight.
After 20-something years, it's almost like I'm being kicked out as a criminal.
A lot of the people behind Donald Trump and a lot of the people who voted for him believe that you are a criminal because you broke the immigration laws by staying here longer than you were permitted to. And for that reason, they don't want you here. How does that make you feel?
I am hurt about it. And yes, I will admit that I made that decision to overstay. But that doesn't make me a criminal. People just trying to live. People just trying to survive.
Donald Trump has been very clear about the fact that he wants to deport every single person who's here without papers.
I am more fearful for my daughter, for Afia. Like maybe tracking her on the Find Me app one day and seeing her at a location where, you know, I maybe can't figure out where is that. Trying to call her and she's not picking up. I mean, something like that maybe would push me over the edge. And I know she's 26. Happy. But that's my first child.
I'm just saying hi. I'm going to,
There's just a bond that's different.
Having kids is so stressful. Yeah, you just worry your whole life. Yeah, I'm approaching the train station now. I'm about to go under. Alright, love you later, Mom.
I tell people all the time that, you know, because I waited so long and have so many miscarriages, God kind of take a little bit of the beauty of the ones that I lost before and put on her. The same thing that you want for your wife and want for your child is the same thing I want for my family. The fact is that our family is better off because we stayed.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.